What's going on, guys? Ghost Medic here, back with another video. Um, this one is actually kind of funny and sad to me, but I'm gonna go ahead and get on with it. I'm not gonna post the link to this because I'll probably end up getting flagged. So if you want, you can use your computer savviness and go ahead and Google this title of the article. It says, "Do women really perform?" Uh, ORALSEX on male strippers at bachelorette parties. And that's why I chose the cover for this particular video, because some of you people that are former connoisseurs of the POR and experience will probably immediately recognize this subconsciously. So that's the title of the article online. And this is answered by somebody who's anonymous. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of censor out some of the words that I don't want to use, and because I don't want to get flagged and stuff like that. So it says this person answered in August 20th of last year, 2019. And they said, yes, they do. And sometimes more than ORAL. I know this from very personal experience. It's not something I would want my family knowing about, so going anonymous here. I've been to a few bachelorette and other types of female-only parties, which have involved male strippers over the past 10 years since college. Mostly nothing much happens other than a lot of excited drunk women hollering at a dancing naked guy. But a couple of the most recent ones I've been, meaning in the more recent years, I've been a lot more stuff has happened. First one involved a few of the girls pulling on and performing on the entertainment, and ended up with the very drunk bride asking for and getting ORAL from the guy. I'm sure she would have gone further and had sex with the guy, but one of her bridesmaids stepped in and stopped it from going further. Needless to say, we were all sworn to secrecy about what went on. You see that, guys? Women are basically a hive mind. So you always have to judge them by their friends, their mother, relatives, and what have you, especially by their father. If their father is a beta male, you can pretty much kiss morality out, or throw morality out the window. So let me continue on. The last time involved me getting the extras. The guy was doing his thing, dancing in front of us girls in the room of the bar we'd hired. He seemed to take a particular shine to me and stood me up to dance with him, and then lifted me up and carried me over to a table, sitting me on it. I was just expecting him to do a sexy dance in front of me or something, but he whispered in my ear whether I wanted something a little more. I was pretty drunk. That's a classic line for females right there, right? It's a blank check and a blanket statement that gets them out of everything. Continuing on. And everyone seemed to be cheering me on. So thought, why the hell not? And said yes. I just kind of got carried away with everything. He then took off my shorts and panties and went down on me. He was pretty good, and I'll admit it was a real turn on to be doing something so crazy. One thing led to another, and after a few minutes of that, we were effing on the table, with most of my girlfriends hollering and cheering us on. Though I think some were pretty shocked, as I'm not generally one of the wild ones in our group. It was a pretty crazy but fun experience. Probably not something I'll repeat, though. I guess it's no different from what thousands of men do with female strippers each day. Okay, and that's got 42,000 views on this website. And then some beta male answers below. I guess he was one of the original persons that responded to this particular question online. He responded back in October 18th of 2014, and he said, "My wife went to her sister's bachelorette party. He told me that a few women performed on the male strippers, and that 2 women had actual intercourse and without protection. They were so drunk. Then her sister showed me an iPhone video of some of the party, and guess who was one of the women who performed? Yep, my wife. And the guy uh, gifted her something on her chest as she had exposed it. Unbelievable. Surprisingly, I'm not really upset about it, and everything is fine at home. Women get crazy at these things more so than men, because nobody gets a beatdown at a male stripper party if things get out of hand. Whereas men know their boundaries at strip joints since they value their knees and knuckles. And you guys can go search online if you're slick enough to do so. Again, I'm not going to post that link to that because I'll probably get flagged immediately and my video will get taken down. So a couple of things to highlight within that whole article of the most recent response, at least the one with the most views. The woman said, "I was pretty drunk and everyone seemed to be cheering me on. So I thought, why the hell not, and said yes. I just kind of got carried away with everything." So this kind of goes to one of the other ideas I had. Basically, women don't have morality. They will defer to whatever the group think is in any culture. As long as they think they can get away with something, they'll defer to that. And it's very rare that a woman will actually stand up and do the right thing. More often than not, she's going to do whatever her friends are doing. And I've been to one. I've been to one birthday party, a 21st birthday party where there was female entertainment there. And that was over like 15 years ago in my youth. And from back then, at least, most of the guys were shy, and it was kind of the woman doing her own thing or whatever, and that was just entertainment enough. But like I said, if you guys were connoisseurs of adult entertainment, then you probably recognize the reference to my cover in regards to certain categories in adult entertainment. So, whenever I think of girls' night out or bachelorette parties and the women that go to these types of things, I think they're perverts because, if a guy is dancing around, the only thing he has for a female to kind of, focus her attention on is his private area. It's not his chest and his back, because women get to see that anyways when we go out swimming. And if you walk around as a man, without a shirt, you're not going to get cited for, public nudity. Whereas if you're a female, of course you're going to get cited for public nudity, because the difference in anatomy. So the whole reason for a woman to go to a bachelorette party would be to see a man's private area and to let things go from there. As you guys read in the article, things kind of just happened. You see this this pattern of zero accountability with females, and they'll put themselves in these situations and just kind of say, well, everyone else was doing it, so I did too. We just got carried away. We were just having fun. Guys do it too. As a MGTOW man, I don't associate with women like this, or hardly at all, unless it has to do with work. It's just whatever is required from work as far as our interactions, that's as far as it goes. But, for men who consider themselves in the dating pool, this is a question you're going to have to ask yourself: is my girl that I'm dating or seeing one of these women that if she goes to a bachelorette party or has gone to a bachelorette party, that things kind of just happened? In the back of your head, is she going to tell you the truth? Because if she tells you the truth, that's going to immediately lower her value in your eyes. So something to think about, guys. Again, closing out: give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroy the kings. And with that being said, go Smetic out.